Next question, again from the same year 2020. Sum of the areas of two squares is 544 meter square. So the sum of the areas of two squares, there are two squares and their sum of the areas is 544. If the difference of their perimeter is 32, find the sides of the two squares. Okay, so you have to find the side of two squares. So how will you proceed for solving this? If I have to find the side of two square, definitely I have to consider their sides as some variable. There are two squares, so I will be considering two variables. Yes, let the side of first square be x and side of second square be y. Yes, so what is the relation given? Sum of the areas. Now what is the area of first square if its side is x? It will be x square. And what will be area of second square if its side is y? It will be y square. And their sum, so plus is given equal to 544. Second condition, difference of their perimeter. Let us assume this is the bigger square and this is the smaller one. Okay, so whenever you are taking the difference, you will be subtracting the smaller one from the bigger. So what will be the perimeter of this square if its side is x? So it will be 4x. And what will be the perimeter of this smaller square? It will be 4y. The difference of their perimeter, difference subtraction, is equal to 32. Let us simplify taking 4 common. So x minus y equal to, or let us divide the whole equation by 4. So x minus y equal to 8. Yes. Now I have got two equations and I have to simplify it so as to obtain the values of x and y. Let us mark this as equation 1. If I have to simplify it, can I write it in terms of any of the variable? Yes. Let us shift this y to other side. So it will give me x is equal to 8 plus y. Putting this value of x in equation 1. So let us write it in that way. Putting value of x in equation 1. Instead of x, now I will write 8 plus y bracket square, since it is x square, plus y square as it is, equal to 544. Now I have got one variable and one equation. So whatever are the number of variables, that many equations you should be having to simplify or to find the values. Let us simplify a plus b bracket square. So 8 square 64 plus 2 into 8 16y plus y square equal to 544. Yes, so 64, or let us shift this 64 to other side, or bring this 544 to one side. That will be more easier. So y square plus y square I will write in decreasing order. So it will be 2y square plus 16y plus 64 and minus 544 equal to 0, which gives me 2y square plus 16y. The subtraction of this 2 will be minus 480. Now the whole equation can be divided by 2 because 2 is the common factor. So here it will be y square plus 8y minus 240. So now the factors of 240 such that their subtraction is 8. So factors of 240 such that their subtraction is 8. Now the greater number has to be plus because the middle term is having plus sign. So the factors are 20 and 12. Because 20 minus 12 will give me 8 and 20 into 12 give me 240. So this is your plus. So just simplifying, y square plus 20y minus 12y minus 240 equal to 0. Taking common, Here I will take y common, so y plus 20 in one bracket minus 12 common, y plus 20 in another bracket, which gives me y plus 20 in one bracket and y minus 12 in another bracket equal to 0. Therefore, value of y will be either minus 20 or value of y will be plus 12. Now, as we know, y is nothing but the side of the square. Now, can the side of the square be negative? No. Hence, we cannot take this value and we will be considering the value of y as 12, which means the side of second square is 12. Now, we have to find the side of first square also. Therefore, x will be equal to 8 plus y, that is 8 plus 12 equal to 20. So, this is 20 meters. So, this is side of first square, which is the bigger one, and y is equal to 12 meter. This is side of second square. Next question from 2016 exam. It says a part of monthly hostel charges is fixed and the remaining depends on the number of days one has taken the food in the mess. So if a person is staying in the hostel, for just staying in the hostel he has to pay certain amount, that is the fixed amount, and for whatever days he is taking the food from the mess, that will be added in his charges accordingly. When Swati takes food for 20 days, she has to pay rupees 3000. So now this 3000 rupees means it is including the fixed charges plus the food she has taken, that is for 20 days. Whereas Mansi takes food for 20 days and she is paying rupees 3500. Here also similarly this amount is total of fixed charges plus the number of days for which the food has been taken. So the question asks is find the fixed charges and the cost of food per day. Okay, so logically what it says that if from 3000 rupees there will be certain amount which is fixed charge and which is charge of the food. Similarly, in case of 3500 also there will be some fixed charge and there will be some amount of food. Now in both the cases the fixed charge would be same. Okay, so let us consider this as some variable. So let the fixed charges be x rupees and this food, now this food charges will be different for both the persons, isn't it? Because this person Swati has taken the food for 20 days and this person Mansi has taken the food for 25 days, but the cost of food per day will be same, isn't it? So by whatever days they are taking the food, we will be multiplying that. For example, if I consider the cost of food as some variable and Swati is taking the food for 20 days, so I will multiply it with 20. Similarly, the cost of food per day will be same for in case of Mansi also, and she is just taking it for 25 days, so I will multiply it with 25. And hence let us assume that cost of food per day as some another value. So cost of food per day, let us consider as rupees y. Okay, now let us frame the equations. This is Swati and this is Mansi. Okay, so this fixed charges x plus food, cost of food per day is y, and Swati is taking food for 20 days, so it will get multiplied with 20, which is equal to 3000. This is charges of Swati, charges paid by Swati. Okay, simplifying, x plus 20y equal to 3000. Equation 1. Let us frame the same equation for Mansi also. Yes. Again for Mansi, fixed charge will be x, whereas cost of food per day is y, and she has taken the food for 25 days. So y into 25, which is equal to 3500. So this is the equation for Mansi, simplifying x plus 25y equal to 3000. Equation number 2. Now you have got two equations, yes, in which there are two variables. So definitely I can solve those equations and find the values, isn't it? Yes. So how will you solve? Now you can make use of any of the method. I will be making use of the elimination method so that I can eliminate any one variable. So writing these two equations together, x plus 20y equal to 3000 and x plus 25y equal to 3500. Okay, so I can say like subtracting equation 2 from 1. So if I am subtracting, it means I will be changing signs of equation number 2. Whichever equation you are subtracting, you have to change the sign. So minus, minus and minus. So this x is plus and this is minus, so it will get cancelled. 20 minus 25 will give me minus 5y, and 3000 minus 3500 will give me minus 500. Now again minus minus will get cancelled, which gives me value of y as 100 rupees. Now what is your y? Y is your cost of food per day, isn't it? Now we have to find the fixed charges also. So let us put this value of y in any of the equation. So putting value of y in equation say 1. So x plus 20 into y is my 100 equal to 3000, which gives me x is equal to 20 into 100 is 2000. So 3000 minus 2000, which is equal to 1000 rupees. Okay, so what are the fixed charges then? Whatever the variables you have considered, you will write it as it is. Therefore, fixed charges of the hostel, which is considered as x, is 1000 rupees, whereas the cost of food per day, which is y and which is 100 rupees. Next question, asked in 2015 CBSE exam. This is very easy question actually. The straightforward equations can be framed. The question says 4 chairs and 3 tables cost rupees 2100 and 5 chair and 2 tables cost rupees 1750. Find the cost of 1 chair and 1 table separately. Now if 4 chairs are there and if I am considering the cost of 1 chair to be one variable, so for 4 chairs I will be multiplying it with 4. Similarly, if I consider the cost of 1 table to be another variable, and for 3 tables I will be multiplying it with 3. So the total cost will be 4 chairs plus 3 tables, which is equal to 2100. Similarly for the second case also, and hence let us consider the variables accordingly. Let the cost of one chair be x rupees and the cost of one table be y rupees. Now by first condition, 4 chairs, therefore 4 into x plus 3 tables is costing 2100. Yes, we have just multiplied it, and since this is the total cost, definitely I have to add them. Second condition, 5 chairs, so 5x plus 2 tables, it costs me 1750. Okay, so now you have got two equations. You can solve it by any method. Let us solve it by again the same method, the elimination method. Now for elimination method, we have to make the coefficients of any variable to be same. Let us make the coefficient of y as same. For that I have to multiply this equation with 2 and this equation with 3. So I will write, let us name this as equation 1 and the equation 2. So multiply equation 1 by 2 and equation 2 by 3, and then subtract equation 2 from 1. After multiplying, you are going to subtract. Let us multiply this with 2. We can write it this way also, 2 and 3. So 2 4s are 8x plus 2 3s are 6y equal to 2100 into 2 will give me 4200. 5 3s are 15x plus 2 3s are 6y equal to 1700 into 3, which gives me 0. 3 5s are 15, 3 7 21 22, 5250, and we have to subtract the second equation, so changing the signs of second equation. Now 8x minus 15y will give me minus 7x equal to, the subtraction of this is minus 0501. Now x will get cancelled, so x is equal to, if you divide 1505 with 7, you will get the value of x as 150. Now what is your x? This is the cost of per chair or one chair. Now let us find the value of y also. Putting the value of x in equation 1, you can put it in any equation. So putting value of x in equation 1. So 4 into x, that is 150, plus 3 into y gives me 2100, which gives me 3y equal to 2100 minus, now what is 4 into 150? It is 600. So the subtraction is 0 0 5 1, 3y. Therefore y will be equal to 1500 by 3, that is 500 rupees. Okay, now what is your y? Y is your cost of one table. So at the end you will write down whatever your variables, whatever you have considered. Therefore cost of one chair, which is equal to x and which is equal to 150 rupees, and cost of one table, which is equal to y and which is equal to 500 rupees.